Uh-oh. Hear that? Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. That's not right. And another one bites the dust. Sit still. Another one bites the dust. He ain't gonna call the cops. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on beds from Colorado Pet Patrol. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K did it, so you know it got a slap.
Delta Roger Sam Delta 47 Delta Roger Sam Delta 47 Platinum Ford F-150 gray. Tell him to come back by his truck. All right, babe, here, you take this and I'll take this. Just make sure you got him. Come on. Got my hands ready. Alan, what are we doing, Alan? What are we doing, Alan? It's recording, right? Right? Come on, babe. Show him, babes, so they see him. Hey, Alan. Alan. I'll just go to your truck and call the cops, Alan. Alan. Please go to your house. Alan. Are you deaf? Alan. My name's Tommy, I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. We need to have a talk or I'm gonna call the police. All right, go ahead and call the police then, go ahead. Do you want me to call the police?
What?
My name's Tommy, I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. Get your hands in your pocket. Back, don't come close. My name's Tommy, I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. I wanna find out what the fuck you're doing here.
I was meeting someone that I was talking to.
Okay, how old was that someone you were talking to?
I don't know.
You got any weapons on you?
Do you know?
Okay, I have pepper spray for my protection. You kind of coming close. I don't have to call the police, man. This is what I do. I monitor the online dating sites for adults like you meeting children.
I was not trying to meet a child.
So who are you here to meet right now? If you lie, I'm gonna call the police. You're not calling yet.
I was trying to meet Lexi.
Okay, how old's Lexi?
I believe she was 13.
Okay. You think that's okay to meet a 13-year-old at a park? Honestly.
I was just meeting her to actually meet her.
Just to meet her?
Yeah.
So no other intentions? You guys weren't talking sexual, none of that?
I mean, it did, but honestly, it's not something I don't know. You don't know
what you're doing? I mean, you got a lot to lose, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You got a good job. I know exactly where you work. I know who your wife is. We do our research. You're our 386th catch. Okay, we have 205 arrests. I don't call the police on everybody, but if you bullshit, I'm gonna call the police.
Yeah, to me, the only reason I came down here is because I committed to meeting her. Outside of that, I don't know what was gonna happen.
Did you fall for her?
I don't know.
Do you like younger children?
No.
Why'd you like this one?
Her eyes.
Her eyes?
It was just, I don't know what it was.
What if a 5-year-old had good eyes? Does age matter to you?
No, it was just talking.
Well, it was just talking till you pulled in. You know, you searched the whole park before you got here. I've recorded that too. You searched the whole park, right? Were you looking for police?
I
Honestly, were you looking for police to make sure there's no police here?
To me, I didn't know where I was going.
So you searched the whole parking lot and then
her.
back for her, or were you trying to see if there's cop cars here too?
No, I was just looking for.
So you weren't worried about police being here? You weren't worried about this being a setup?
I mean, I didn't.
So all I want to do is I want to go over this, all right? And if you don't lie, I already know what was said. I know what was done. I know what you were doing here today. You did say we're just meeting, because you put that in there for your safety, right? Like.
No, I don't know what I was wanting to do.
Okay. So if she wanted to have sex, could
No.
you said you couldn't say no. Do you remember that?
I don't remember saying that.
You said I couldn't say no.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, you did. You said a lot of things, man. You also said that you were laying in bed with your wife, like talking to this child. That's kind of fucked up too. If you guys have an open relationship, that's on you, you know? You don't? What do you think she would think about this?
Probably divorce me.
What do you think what do you think your boss would say about it? Isn't it Hannah or Santa your boss?
She's HR, but yeah.
Okay. What do you think she would think about this?
Well, it'd be the end of me.
It would be the end of you. Yeah. So do you think this is smart, risking your whole life for a child? I mean, that's gonna fuck you, right?
Yep.
But what does it do to the child, man?
To me, like I said, I was not in my right mind.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
How many times were you not in your right mind in your 53 years?
Just recently.
So is there other little girls you're talking to?
No, never.
And you weren't gonna meet until she proved to you she was a little girl. You were worried that she could be a setup, right?
I wasn't sure she was real.
Okay, that's fair, because the internet.
The internet is so screwed up nowadays.
But she proved to you she was real.
Yep.
And then you wanted to meet. We're recording just in case you try to attack me, or
I'm
if
not gonna
I know, but just in case. And we're nonviolent. But I want to go over these, and I want you to be honest, because what this book says is a lot different than you just wanted to meet this girl at the park.
I know.
And I got to ask you a question. Why did you do the detective call?
I didn't do a detective.
When you called and said, blah, 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 detective, blah, 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 give me a call.
I didn't.
Come on, man.
Seriously.
You didn't do that.
No, I did not call her.
You didn't
do
call her. Okay. That's pretty weird that she gets that call right after you guys were talking. Same voice, exact same voice. I mean, it's not against the law to do that. I
didn't. I was shocked as her.
You were shocked as her? I just thought you did it maybe to verify if she was with an agency or something. And we're not with the police. There's no police here, as you can see. There is a police car in that building over there, but we didn't call the police. We can even go by your truck if that makes you feel more comfortable. But if you drive off, we're just driving to your house and then we'll knock on the door and tell your wife. I mean, we could do that too.
No, that's fucked up.
So, are you attracted to minors?
No.
No?
This is the first time I've ever done this. And I don't know why.
In the whole 53 years, the first time you've ever done this?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody says that. Every single person we catch says that. I'm just telling you.
I understand that. I've actually never done this before.
Why was it so easy for you to do it then?
I don't know what's in my...
Do you have an open relationship?
No.
So you're not even supposed to be talking to women,
No.
let alone
No.
little girls. So what were you guys going to do right now? Was she going to get in your truck?
I don't know what she wanted to do. All I know is she wanted to drive home, and I wasn't going to leave her out since she was stating her grandma was going to leave her here.
Well, yeah, she was going to drop her off at the park where you guys agreed to meet. So, but if you would have told her you weren't coming, do you think she wouldn't have needed a ride, right?
Well, she already was dropped off.
But this morning at 9, or before you even left the house, you said you were coming. So there was never you didn't even back out or nothing. If you would have backed out, then maybe I could believe it, but you're...
I only came because I thought she was dropping off. That was the only reason I was still coming.
Because you thought...
I needed to get her home.
But she wasn't here at 9 o'clock in the morning when you guys were talking.
No, I'm talking about at 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock? Well then, but when she wasn't here, why didn't you just blow her off? Why didn't you say no? You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you almost back out?
Yeah.
What's your wife doing right now? She's still at home in bed?
No, she's at work.
So could you have took this girl to your house?
I would never have done
You would never done that? Okay. So
to me, this was just, I was wanting to, we were chatting, meeting. This is, matter of fact, I almost ended it a couple of times.
when?
I mean, a couple of different chats.
I have them all right here. You can show me where you tried to end it with her. I mean, you were begging her to talk sexual. You taught her how to masturbate. You taught her how to...
Yeah, but she also was telling me...
She was curious.
start teaching, don't treat me like a child.
Right.
And
Well, children do talk like that, right? They don't want to be treated like a child because they don't think they're a child. But we're the ones that are adults who are supposed to stop this, right?
you know,
You sent her a picture of yourself hard, and then you had to tell her, like, look at that picture. So you had to tell her, look, you can see my dick, like a 13-year-old, right? I know it might sound uncomfortable to you, but I'm just reading what you said, man. I'm reading what you said. You told her you're a good kisser. You can make her toes curl.
yeah, I know.
That's pretty rough. You want to make a 13-year-old's toes curl? You have kids. I know they're older.
I know.
Do you have grandkids?
Soon to be, but
Well, I mean, you told her that she needed to get on the other app because talking like this, she could get in trouble. You think she could get in trouble?
I would get in trouble.
Why'd you tell her she would get in trouble?
Well, she could get in trouble. I mean, it makes unfortunately, it's the way kids would actually, if ever found out in public, both of us, we would both get in trouble.
What would happen to her?
Would be worse. Well, her friends. I mean, people talk shit.
So she'd have more of people would make fun of her or whatever.
Yeah.
You would probably go away in handcuffs.
Yeah, it'd be the end of me.
So if you're walking around the park with a 13-year-old, I guess you could just act like you're her dad, right?
It would be the end of me.
What do you mean it'd be the end of you?
Like, this would be the end of me.
What do you mean?
I mean, my life is over at that point, so.
Yeah, I mean, when you ask a child if she wants to see your penis, you say you don't like kids, but you clearly liked this kid, and then you're telling her
I don't know why.
You don't. Well, that's what you're gonna have to figure out. To me, you're acting like I don't know why I did this, and I get that, but in 53 years you haven't done this before.
Never.
Does young girls ever talk to you online?
I don't normally do this.
You don't normally talk to women, or you don't normally talk to kids?
I don't normally talk to kids. I mean, I didn't realize she was 13 until
the fourth comment.
Yeah, I mean,
And right away you're like, I'm too old for you.
And I should have ended it right then and there.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
You encouraged her to watch porn. I'm just telling you, these are things that are felonies.
I know.
I am your secret. Don't hold back. Like, it's just.
I know.
And you say you've never done this before, but hey, don't say nothing here. Go over here and say it. So if I didn't do what I do now, I wouldn't know that.
I know.
So do you like trade pictures or something, or how do you know that that's a secret site and to talk there and not to talk there? What are you doing that you
on the Instagram?
Telegram?
Telegram?
Yeah.
Telegram is used for. I've been asked to talk to people on Telegram there.
Yeah. Well, it's a site where we meet people. That's where you met her, right? Was it on Telegram or no?
Well, Telegram's not really a site. It's just a chat.
Well, I know, but there's profiles on there and people reach out to us.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of people on Telegram. Believe me, a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Can I see your nice ass? You were asking her for pictures, like.
I know.
Talk about, and you say that she was talking about sex. She wouldn't talk about sex, and you're like, hey, talk about actual sex. I mean, I want you to talk about what you would do to me and what I would do to you. And then you taught her how to give a blowjob and said, would you do that to me in real life? Then you said you wanted to lick her pussy. Like, I don't know how far this should go, but like, don't you think your wife deserves to know?
She does. Like I said, it's the end of me.
I mean, this would be the end of the child. I have people in this organization that were molested 40 years ago, and they're still today having issues. Were you molested?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
I hope you weren't, but you were getting ready to.
No,
I don't care what you call it, man.
I know. I can't explain any of this. I'm sorry, but I mean, I literally can't.
So that's a problem. You can't explain it, right? So what do you do from here? How do we make sure this doesn't happen again? We can call the police, or we can call your wife, and hopefully she holds you accountable.
No, this is something I got to hold myself up.
Well, of course. But don't you think your wife that you were sleeping in bed with the other night, the one you were going to watch porn with and fuck, and then she was too tired, and you're telling a 13-year-old all this? Like, this isn't something you should tell an adult girl you're talking to, right?
What I need to do is probably go talk to a therapist.
I think so. Because you got a good job, and you're sitting at home while you're, COVID days let you work at home, talking to a 13-year-old for hours. I would like you to contact your wife. I would like you to. I mean, if you don't, I will. But I'll also call the police. Man, I got to make sure you don't do this again. You can tell me all day. We've caught people twice, 3 times.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, the poor me shit, I know it's going to hurt you, but like, what about this child, man? This happened to my child. This is why I do what I do. So you just want to just forget about it. You'll get in your truck, you'll drive off, and maybe you'll get help, maybe you won't. I can't monitor you. If I was, I'd have 387 of you guys to talk to.
what do I got to do? I mean, where?
You don't have to do anything. I'm not law enforcement.
No, I know.
I just have a book that they would be very interested in reading.
Yes, I know.
And then I'm going to send this to your wife's email, and I'm going to send this to Hannah.
I don't want any of that to happen.
I know you don't.
So what do I got to do?
I mean, I think the best case scenario is call your wife and tell her what we're doing here right now. That's what I would do in your situation. I'd be honest to my wife. I think your wife deserves to know. Not only that you're a cheater, whatever. I don't like cheaters, but this is not the show called Cheaters. But you're cheating on your wife with a little girl, man. So I feel bad for her, and I feel bad for this person right here, because this is my children that you're talking to. You know, this isn't my child, but you know what I mean. We do our homework, man. We do our homework. Even if you wouldn't have showed up today, we'd have knocked on your door. We'd have let your wife know. I'd have told Hannah, and I forget the other person's name, the CEO. You don't have to say it. I already know. I have a letter. We have a letter written out that we can send to him. I didn't want to do all that, but you got to be accountable. And I think the best person to be accountable with is the one you live with. She's going to be the one to make sure that you're not coming to a park meeting a child. She's going to hopefully make sure that you get counseling and some serious child love and help, because you fell in love with the child, man. You don't know why, you don't know how. That's what you got to figure out. And I feel bad, but I'd feel really bad if I had to, do all 3 things: call the police, call your work, and do all that. And then maybe nothing will happen. I don't know. Maybe your wife will forgive you. I don't know. Have you cheated on her before? No. So this is going to be a big shocker, huh?
Yeah, like I said, this is the end of you.
I don't think it's the end of you.
No,
do you know how many people we've caught that they're still with their wives? Every single one of them. It's unbelievable how many wives stay with people like you. I mean, like what you did here.
Yeah, this is the end.
But it would have been the end of the child's, soul. It is, man. You didn't go through it, so you don't know, but I have a child that has. I have best friends that have. I have about 100 people in this organization that have. I have a friend that's 55 years old that hasn't had sex since her dad raped her when she was 9.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I do what I do, man, and you're a part of the problem right now. This might be your first time, but you know what? A bank robber's a bank robber as soon as they rob their first bank. Today, you became a child predator. I mean, I know you don't like to hear it, and I'm glad you're shaking your head, but that's what you did today. Like I said, man, it's completely up to you. She's gonna know. Do you think it's gonna be worse when she sees this video and of you not wanting to call her? Or if she doesn't have to see the video and you just call her and say, hey, I fucked up and this is what I did, and then maybe get some counseling, man, and tell her you're sorry and try to fix your life. This ain't the way to do it.
Yep, I definitely need to get counseling. I don't know what the fuck's wrong.
Pretty stupid, man.
Yeah,
And I see you feel sorry, but it's like, are you sorry because you're caught? Or are you sorry because
No, because
you should have never fucking done it. You should have, as soon as she said her age, I mean, a normal person that doesn't like kids, you know what they do? A lot of times they tell us, where's your parents? Or they block us. But you didn't. You said, I'm too old for you. And then you immediately went sexual. I mean, immediately. This whole thing is all sex. Every blue is a felony and every red is a felony. The orange is where she age dropped. There's 3 of those. And you even said, you're 13 years old, something, something, something. So you age dropped back. And then the yellows where you said it would be nice to meet with her. So you asked to meet. You were the one that talked sexual. She never talked sexual, not once. She answered your questions. You said, like, will you suck my dick? And she said, I'm willing to try things or something like that. She never asked you for any of this, man. You set this, you created this. This is a problem you created.
It is.
So you're going to have to be accountable. Like I said, you don't have to call. You can simply not call. That's just going to make, it's not hard for me. I'm going to email her the link, and I'm going to email your job the link, and I'm going to forward this to, I think we're in Westminster. I don't know.
So what do I...
Be honest. That's it. Honest.
She's not gonna be able to answer. She won't be able to
answer
the phone right now.
That'll suck for you.
Yeah.
That'll suck for you. Worth a try.
She's not gonna be able to answer the phone.
I bet you she answers. Maybe you should text her 911 emergency, need to talk. I don't know. I know if my wife can't answer at work, if I text her, hey, emergency, she'd probably call me. Can you put it on speaker? Leave a message or no?
Yeah, she's voicemail.
Yeah. I don't know, man. She needs to know, and I don't think it's fair that we don't tell her. I mean, you were whispering. See, that's why I think you did the phone call, because it's your voice, man. But you were whispering. Were you sitting next to your wife? Or was she sleeping next to you when you were whispering on the phone call?
It was just outside.
It was outside? Why were you whispering? So could she hear you from inside or something? Or?
No, it was just outside.
But you were hiding. You weren't trying to let your wife know you were on the phone with the child, right? Uh-oh. Well, we'll see what they have to say. Probably shouldn't have been standing right here in an open field. How you doing, sir? Not too bad. He's trying to wander off.
What's going on today?
Babe. I know, I'm sorry. Sorry. The cop said, what's going on? He goes, I ended my life. A little bit. Oh, hold on. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How are you?
Not bad. I'm sure you want to see some of this. This is your book.
Yep.
But he knew she was 13, so the orange is where the age dropped. She says, he asks how old she is. She says, I'm 13, and you? And he says, I'm too old for you. So that just kind of, you can go through this as slow as you want, but I don't. Blue is where it's kind of something, starting to get a little sexual.
Okay.
And then red is where he's like talking about she's going to sick and tried to get her over to another site so she wouldn't get in trouble. Because she can get in trouble for meeting with an old guy. And then like red is where he's like would love to have you licked and
okay,
talking about sucking dick. And so
okay, you said this is mine.
Yep. And then in the very, very back, this is just how we found him. This is the decoy, did a written statement and signed it for you. So
and then you got your information there, correct?
I don't. I can give it to you though.
I think we have it.
Yeah, you
should, but
you definitely do.
Just for me, man. I don't want to.
No worries.
Have to call you back.
You know what? I actually need to start doing that. Make a page with mine on there, hers on there.
Just put it on there. Okay, and then so yeah, this all kind of shows when this started.
Yeah, and it'll be exact, like with the timestamps and stuff when we send you the link.
Okay.
And it's all organized in there from start to finish. That's just my notes. I leave it in there. If you need it, you need it. If you don't,
I gotcha.
They'll toss it. And then all her information's in the back. And
so this started.
Yep.
April 26th.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He doesn't send any like penis pictures, but he does send a picture where he's clearly hard, and then he tells her, "Go look at that picture and look, at my pants or whatever."
I gotcha.
But he didn't send naked.
Okay.
He kept asking her, like, "Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?" And our decoys are trained not to ask for it, not to say yes.
Uh-huh.
We want them to do it on their own. right? Bam. Good job, Shay. I don't know. I might just need a little more time with these guys, but I hate doing that. But his wife didn't answer anyways. I was hoping to God she would answer, but I'm kind of a little glad that I think she was going to be one of those real sad ones, you know? Works. Tell Tom it's coming right now. Here, turn it on. Is it on? Hey, Tom, it's coming right now, the link. If you could get that, buddy, as soon as possible, I appreciate you.
Cool. You guys have any questions for us?
No, just if I can get that case number.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Oh.
It's just in that link I actually sent.
Or even just a card then, I guess, if it's in the link.
Yeah, it's in the link. I can give you my business card if that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as
it's in the link.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Cool, man.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, I'll stand out of your way.
You guys have any other questions for us?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a good rest of the
You
day.
too. Colt 45. You ruined his life. That's the walk of shame. Bye-bye, buddy. Shay did a really good job on this one. She really did. He's a bad dude. I can just only imagine what he's thinking right now. That's just... What did he think, like walking away from the cops? It's gonna just, nobody was gonna notice him on his little slow getaway. Whoop him with the belt. Ever been back there? He knows how to do that, like he's getting there on his own. There you go.
All the fucking police. Get him, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on Pet from Colorado Pet Patrol. All the fucking police. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gonna be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and lubes and condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to me, the 12-year-old bundle of joy. Your 51-year-old husband, you desperate boy. And let me guess, this is your first time you wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age?
You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
Call the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. That's not right. And another one bites the dust. Sit still. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know it got slapped.
I never did. Call the fucking police. I never did. Call the fucking police. You didn't do it.
No, sir, I know you don't believe me.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did. Say.
Smash a like if you think this is fucked up.